くぞジェノサイカッタ
Hello everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today I'm going to throw out some PG cards and some different characters that you might want to use for Immortal Victor. Now, tomorrow we're going to be getting a new character, and I believe it's going to be Flameless Iori. I'm pretty almost guaranteeing he's going to be in here tomorrow, because if you jump into the Elemental Typhoon, you scroll down here and you click on this here, click on this, you can see there he is. 13 Unshackled Instinct Iori's Memory. So if that's already in here, I'm pretty sure he's going to be the next character. Plus he's a green attribute. I'm almost guaranteeing he's going to come in tomorrow. I mean, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm 99.9% sure that he will be here tomorrow. But some other characters that you can use for Immortal Victor and some cards that you can use are Agey, Mature, and Wonderland Iori. These three characters actually might prove to be very useful. We've been getting lots of all-star selectors, so this would actually give you an option to get Iori and get memories for him, but you get Mature completely for free, 96 Mature completely for free in the game, and you get Agey completely for free. You have to craft him from the championship menu. You get tokens in championship to acquire this guy, and Agey is really awesome because, one, he's a green attribute. 2, he increases green element fighters HP by 25%, which is going to help their survivability. If you put him in the leadership and he's just, you have all green fighters, and then bleed damage by 30%. If you put this guy in the leadership, and then you have Genitz on the team, and then you have Mature on the team, that's all green fighters. Every one of them deals bleed. All of them deal bleed based on critical hits. If you take a look at his bleed damage, and by the way, something else to notice is he has a 5% power charge rate. This actually goes up to 20% when he's leveled up, which is massive. He does only have a 5 PG card, but it has a long animation that could prove to be very useful. Plus, he deals bleed damage to 20% of attack upon landing a critical hit. So you're going to want to put the Mad Tea Party set on this guy to really pump out those critical hits. And I'm keeping it completely collab free. This video is pertaining to the people that don't have any kind of collab character or collab cards. This guy's freaking awesome because you can get his card, you can get him completely for free in the game, you can craft him, and I think he would absolutely be pretty awesome for the Immortal event. But Mature is also really good because she's a defensive fighter, and look at this, you could put her in the leadership, right, and have Agey and Genitz on the team, and increase green element fighters attack by 25%, so you get an attack buff, power charge rate by 20%, which is meta against Immortal Victor. And think about it, if you put her in the leadership, and Agey's 20% power charge gain from his core effects synergized with this 20% power charge rate from her leadership, is really going to bump it up. Now, right now, Mature won't be as good as what she will be. She already has a 3 PG card in JP, and that 3 PG card will come to this game, and when she does get that 3 PG card, she's going to be way better for Immortal Victor because she's going to have way more survivability. She's going to be able to stall the timer way better because she'll have that 3 BG card, and she's going to increase HP by 20%. So she could actually be a very good leadership as well. And again, just like Genitz, she has the increased damage, critical hit. Well, actually, like Genitz, actually, check this out. Decreased damage received from yellow elements by 12%. That's nice. Going to make a little tanker against Immortal Victor because he is a yellow fighter or yellow element, and inflicts bleed damage equal 25% attack to the target for 7 seconds upon landing a critical hit. Critical hits are the way to go against Immortal Victor, and the fact that she's building bleed on top of that is the way to go. It's perfect synergy between her and Agey and Genitz. And then you have Iori Wonderland. Now, I realize he's a red balance type fighter. He's not a green, he's not going to benefit, but he is an Orochi clan member, and so is Mature. So you could put Genitz's leadership in there. Let me see if I can find Genitz. Here we go. You could put Genitz's leadership in there, increase Orochi clan fighters attack by 30% and crit rate by 30%. You could put him in the leadership for Immortal Victor, put 96 Mature on there, and put Wonderland Iori, and they will all benefit from this leadership. They will all get this critical rate by 13%, which is really going to bump up their critical hits. And again, Immortal Victor is weak to that. So you could do that team up, put Iori Wonderland on the team, and right now Iori Wonderland has a 3 PG card. It's already in the game. And something else that's nice about this guy is he has a critical rate buff on one of his skills. More critical hits. That's crazy. And he has a damn heal, right, when he lands a critical hit. So he's going to be getting heals. It's going to increase his survivability. He is a balanced type, so he's going to have decent stats. And on top of all that, he also he decreases active skill cooldowns on critical hits, which is nice, but he inflicts bleed damage equal to 21% of attack to target for 7 seconds. That is sweet. Now, he doesn't have any PG gain, but he does have a 3 PG card, which is great. And there is a nice synergy card that can go with this guy as well. So let's talk about some card sets that you could throw on some of these characters. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Now, you do have this Sibling Training Type 1 that obtains 13.4% of power at the start of the stage. I really wouldn't recommend this because it isn't consistent power gain. It's only at the start of the stage, so you're really not going to be benefiting throughout the fight. So I don't really think that would be a great set for any of the characters as far as PG gain is concerned. Now, you do have this set right here. Now, Mature is a defensive fighter and Iori Wonderland is a balanced type fighter. And they will benefit from this big time. Now, each of these cards offers increased damage to attack type, defensive type, and balance type. So you will get some extra damage to Immortal Victor because of that. But you also have increased attack by 25% of defenses and power charge rate by 5%. This is a steady concurrent power charge rate by 5%. And this will, like I said, you put this on your Wonderland, he'll benefit from this. You put this on Mature, she'll benefit from it. The downside to this is you're not going to be doing as many critical hits. However, if you have Guinness in the leadership and you have Iori Wonderland with this card set and you have Mature with this card set, they're still going to get that 13% crit rate from Guinness's leadership, still bumping up their critical hits. So it's something to consider, something to think about. I do not think it's the best set, but I think it might prove to be useful. You know, when I haven't tested these things, I'm just going on pure speculation. You also have this card set here. Now, unfortunately, this is a great set for a character that has grab skills because you obtains 2% power when using a grab skill. That's why it works so well on the rock. So characters with grabs, it works well. However, in Immortal Victor, grab skills, your special skills, if they're grab skills, will not work against Immortal Victor, and they will not stall the timer. So this card set is only going to be good for characters that have grab skills on their skills, but not on their special skills, not on their ultimate skills. You don't want to use characters that have grab skills on their ultimate skills. So yeah, kind of a bummer. John Cena, Undertaker, sorry, you're not very good for Immortal Victor. Plus you get the increased damage. They're very nice. Now, of course, the Tekken set and this set here is insane. You know, I didn't really want to mention class, but yeah, increased power charge rate by 20% for 2 seconds. Just nutso, right, for characters with grab skills. And the Tekken set, we've all talked about the Tekken set 20 million different times. Now, this set here could prove to be very useful. This could actually be the best, I guess, free-to-play set, if you want to call it that. Obtains 2% power when attacked. And it does bump up defensive fighters, so this would actually be a really good set for Mature or Iori Wonderland, even Agey, because he's a balanced type as well. That Ash set could probably work on him as well. But he won't benefit from Guinness's leadership with the 13% critical rate. There's all kinds of different ways you can go about doing this, but he obtains 2% power when attacked. Now this is a consistent 2% power gain. So if you have this on your characters, you're going to be gaining power gain, which is nice. You're going to increase your defenses, but no attack stats, and that is the downside. But PG is king against Immortal Victor. Now let's talk about a couple option cards that you could throw in there. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit and see if we can find them. Okay, so you have this card right here. This card here increases HP, obtains 5% power when hit by a critical hit. Now, this is the caveat to this card. When hit by a critical hit on a 3-second cooldown. So you're dependent on Immortal Victor to hit you, to do a critical hit against you to gain power gain. So I don't really think it's that great a card. It would work on Iori Wonderland, but I just don't think it's really that great of a card because it's reliant on the boss doing critical hits against you. And a lot of times the boss isn't even hitting you. He's just kind of standing there. So you're not going to be getting this power gain. So I don't really think it's the best card, to be perfectly honest. Then you have these other cards. Now you have this Hydrant card, Bloody Halloween, that increases attack and attack speed. This is great. You got attack stats, but it increases power charge rate by 1.2% when a balanced type fighter lands an active skill. So you got to make sure it's on a balanced type fighter. Hence, Agey, Iori Wonderland. Those are two characters that you could put one of these cards. It is exclusive, so it's only going to work. You're only going to be able to equip one of these on your character. You want to put a cooldown on the other option card slot, but you could think about using this card to gain a little power gain. Now, it's only going to work when you're hitting your first, second, and third skill, not your basic attacks. It's a decent card for power gain, but it's not going to be real great, but it'll be all right. Then you have this card here, which increases attack, increases critical damage by 7%, and then gains 2% power when a Valentine fighter uses an active skill. Now, this is only going to work for Iori Wonderland because he's the only Valentine fighter on this list, but he is going to be getting extra critical damage. He will be getting extra attack, and he will be getting power gain. And again, it's only exclusive, so you're going to be able to use one of these cards in the options slot. Unfortunately, it's just going to be for Iori Wonderland. And then you have this card here, which decreases shock damage. That's not going to matter, but it has an increased power charge rate by 1.5% when attacking. This is a constant power charge rate. It's actually a really good card because no matter whether you're doing basic attacks, active skills, ultimate skills, it doesn't matter. You're going to be getting this power charge rate. Now, if you have it on a Valentine's fighter, they will be getting increased attack when 7% or less, but if you have it on a different fighter, you'll still get the power charge rate. This is actually, in my opinion, one of the best cards that you could put on your character for PG gain. So my suggestion would be to, on your fighters, except for Genets. Like, if you have Genets, you got to have Genets on the first team. It's an absolute must. But for the other two characters, whether it's Agey, whether it's 96 Mature, whether it's Iori Wonderland, I probably would have this set on them, and then I'd probably have this card on them, and then probably have a cooldown card and see how that works. And when Mature's 3PG card comes into the game, that will be a whole lot better. So again, you know, you could run with Agey here to increase that bleed damage. You could have Genets in here, and then you could have 96 Mature or Iori Wonderland, or you could put Genets in the leadership, and then you could put 96 Mature and Iori Wonderland. They'll all benefit from Genets' lead. You could do that. You could put Mature, 96 Mature in the leadership, get that power charge rate and the extra attack and extra HP, then put Genets in there, and then put Agey in there. There's all kinds of different ways you could go about doing it. For your second team, it doesn't matter. You know, really, if you just have green fighters or fighters that aren't purple, although Nameless, I think, is an exception because he does build critical rate from his core effects doing critical hits. This team actually scored 130 million on its own. So that's pretty damn good, actually. So that's just some things to consider. This might change tomorrow. We might be getting a different dungeon, maybe that spider robot dungeon that was shown in the Korean live stream. So we'll see. So hopefully that'll help some of you out. Let's jump into the summons here, and let's go ahead and do our free summons. Maybe we get something. We'll just skip it. Yep. Hey, Heavy D, what's going on, buddy? And I'm ready. I'm ready for Iori. I'm ready for Flameless. Look at that. Speaking of the devil. Okay, so now I got the other cards, so I can actually build these cards up and try them out. One set of them. Okay, cool. I got little ways I can go before the end here. And I definitely want to save that because I want Flameless's card as well. Now I could do this free summons. Forward 16. You know what? Let's go ahead and do that. I could have saved it for Flameless, but I'm going to get him no matter what. I feel confident as hell that he's coming into the game tomorrow. I feel confident. Awesome. Nothing. Oh, red. Okay. Okay. And look at that. Look at that. One pull and it's on like Donkey Kong. We're going to go ahead and do a couple of these pulls as well. Just for the hell of it. Okay, cool, 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 cool. No fest though. Bummer. Okay. Lots of fodder. Yeah, that's a fodder card. Yep. Won't be using that. Okay, let's do it again. Come on. Hook it up, hook it up. Okay, we'll just skip it. And nada. We'll do it one more time here. Man, come on, give me a fest. Lord have mercy. Okay, there's a red there. That fodder card, that's a fodder card. Bummer. Bummer. Well, we're going to stop at that. Didn't get lucky at all. Didn't get anything, man. I didn't get any of these damn cards. Look at that. Not one of those cards. That sucks so much. What a bummer. So hopefully this will help some of you out as maybe some future characters you could use for the Immortal Victor. If it's here tomorrow or when it comes back after the next dungeon that we'll get, if we're going to get a different dungeon tomorrow. I just don't know. There's nothing in the forums letting us know what's going on. All I know is I feel confident Flameless is coming tomorrow, so I'm really excited. So let me know how you're all doing in the game. Let me know what characters you've got, what cards you've gotten, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.